These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Asked and answered. A lot of you reaching out with questions and concerns after the Arizona Supreme Court ruled Tuesday to uphold a near total abortion ban. That law created before Arizona was even a state. We received an email from ABC15 viewer Ron asking if this decision applies to people living on tribal lands. So we spoke to a legal expert to find out more.
There's a good argument that if the doctor performing the procedure is an indigenous person themselves, then state and federal law has nothing to say about that. The state of Arizona especially probably couldn't prosecute.
Abortion care on tribal lands is already restricted. The Indian Health Services receives federal funding, and due to the Hyde Amendment, that money can't go toward abortion care. Other experts we talked to say this law could complicate miscarriage treatment, as abortion is one of the medical procedures used. Attorney General Chris Mays says her office won't prosecute abortion, nor will she allow any county attorney to. It's also possible the law gets tied up in more litigation up until November, when voters could decide on an abortion initiative that pro-choice advocates are working to get on the ballot. We know this is a topic that's being followed closely, not just here, but really across the nation. That's why ABC15 is committed to bringing you the latest developments. Head to ABC15's homepage right now to see complete coverage, including reaction from local leaders. Developing Wednesday, Peoria High School basketball coach Patrick Batillo, known to many Suns fans as Mr. Orange, has been arrested on child sex crime charges. According to police documents, Batillo is accused of attempting to buy inappropriate pictures of students in exchange for cash. Another teacher, Holly Holgate, has been arrested in connection to the investigation as well. We have a reporter on this tonight, and we'll bring you further details ahead at 5. ABC15 learning former Arizona Cardinal and ASU Sun Devil Terrell Suggs was arrested Tuesday. This is a new video of Suggs making his appearance in court this morning. Court documents reveal the victim accuses Suggs of backing into him at a Starbucks drive-thru in Scottsdale. That's when an argument ensued, things escalating when Suggs allegedly flashed his gun at the victim. Suggs is now facing assault charges. His next court appearance is April 25th. ABC15 with new developments on a disturbing trend that has many Valley families on edge inside their own homes. Scottsdale police releasing an update on the dinner-time burglaries, saying as of last week, there are now 39 cases in Scottsdale and 140 across the valley. The thieves have been targeting homes since November. So far, police say they've made at least 3 arrests. New changes coming to drinking water around the nation. The EPA rolling out a new national safety standard in a bid to reduce exposure to forever chemicals. It's a first for the agency as concern over adverse health effects tied to PFAS rises. Biden administration saying the move will limit 6 of the most well-known chemicals and protect about 100 million Americans. An estimated 6 to 10% of public drinking water systems will need to be improved.
This rule really is a breakout from where we've been for decades. Finally, we're seeing government start to take the PFAS crisis seriously.
We're starting with this 6 because with this 6, we have the best science and data to design these health standards.
The new rules give local regulators around the nation 3 years to monitor for the chemicals and another 2 years to implement new technology to remove them from the water. The move also includes $1 billion in federal funds to help facilitate those changes. Today's the day. It's the ABC15 Telethon benefiting Phoenix Children's. Up until 10:35 tonight, phone bank volunteers will be on standby to take your calls and donations. Every penny counts and goes a long way to help kids in need of life-saving care.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins, and it is heating up here in the valley. We now have our first 90s of the year in sight. It looks like it is going to happen for us tomorrow with a high of 94 degrees. So not only our first 90s, which is a little bit later than the average of March 30th, but we'll be getting close to our first 95-degree mark of the year. That typically happens for us around April 12th. And with more mid-90s in the forecast by the end of the week, that will pretty much be right on schedule here in the valley as as high pressure takes over. So here's your forecast tomorrow. 62 degrees at 6 a.m., mid-80s at lunchtime, then up to 94 around 4 p.m., back down to 91 around 6. This ridge of high pressure won't last long. It is going to get shoved to the east, and the next storm system is going to be moving into California. This will pick up winds here across Arizona Friday and Saturday and could bring a few spotty showers to northern Arizona on Monday. Our valley forecast, though, is going to stay dry, but will get significantly cooler. Highs back into the low 80s by Sunday and Monday.